Hey guys, Jonathan from Just Nerds here, and today I will be giving you my top 5 most anticipated spring animes of 2015. Now, I wasn't going to do this video at all really, for a number of reasons. First, since the spring season is coming in pretty close in the next few days or so, I thought if I wanted to do a video like this, since this is the first time ever I'm doing this, I would do it during the summer season or even the fall season when those came out. And then I really wasn't anticipating too many shows, maybe 2 or 3 at the most, so I really wouldn't be able to do it. But recently I've looked on the spring season anime chart, and looking at all the shows, there are a lot of shows coming out that I've been kind of interested in. And then looking on the story of those shows and then the teams working on them, I've become really excited for a number of shows coming out. And I thought since there are so many shows coming out during the spring season, and since I still had a little bit of time, that I would give you my top 5 and tell you exactly why I'm anticipating them so much. So I'll start from my list right now. So my number 5 is Punchline. This is number 5 because it has the greatest potential to be really good or really bad. The animation and overall style of the show looks awesome, but the actual content is what worries me a bit. It seems like it's taking the path of certain shows like Fooly Cooly or Kill la Kill, where the style is presented as being the key selling point. And since Punchline has a director from Gainax and one of Kill la Kill's animators, it's pretty obvious that this is the case. It hasn't shown much for me except for the style that it's going for and how odd it's going to get. And even the plot synopsis doesn't really tell me anything, and that's exactly why I don't know what to expect. From what I've seen, it could be a hit or miss show where the style will really impress me and entertain me, but I don't know if the story will capture me or even if there will be a good story. Yeah, so there's no doubt it will be entertaining, but I also hope that it won't be a case of where there's all style and no substance. But this has yet to be seen. So hopefully I will be entertained and also it will have a good story as well. For my number 4 choice, it is Odegard Season 2, or otherwise known as My Teen Comedy Romance Snafu. Now, the first season aired in 2013, and it was one of my favorite shows of the year. What really made the show was the characters, as the main and minor characters were all very entertaining, especially the pessimistic Hachiman, who was a very interesting main lead to say the least. It was a very character-driven show, as the 3 main leads had plenty of development with each other, and this led to some pretty awesome moments in the first season. However, as the first season was handled by Brainspace, a very good animation studio, the second season will be handled by Studio Feel, and I haven't looked into what they have done before, so I don't know what to expect from them. But if you follow anime, you know that changing studios in between seasons has ruined plenty of shows, and because of this could be very worrisome. But I have so much confidence in how well the first season was that I have high hopes for the second season as well, and as long as Studio Feel does a pretty good adaptation of the material, it should be completely fine. So hopefully Odegard will be just as good as the first season, and hopefully even better. For my number 3 choice, we have Blood Blockade Battlefront. So the plot for Blood Blockade Battlefront is about a breach between Earth and this other world that has opened up in New York, which has caused New Yorkers and these other unique creatures to live amongst each other for years in an impenetrable bubble. But after a few years of this, someone is now threatening to sever this bubble, and a group of stylish superhumans are showing up to keep this from happening. So, like Punchline, it obviously has a very unique style that it is going for, especially since it's animated by Studio Bones. But I also feel like it can offer a lot in terms of its story. All the characters look really cool, and the action and animation just looks epic to say the least. Not much else I can say about this, except that its more serious and dark tone is really starting to pique my interest. For my number 2 choice, we have Seraph Up the End. The story of Seraph of the End revolves around a world where a mysterious virus appeared and killed every human over the age of 13. At the same time, vampires came and enslaved the rest of mankind. Our main hero, Yuichiro, along with the rest of his orphanage, are basically treated as livestock for the vampires. Now, Yuichiro dreams of killing all the vampires because of everything they have done. Now, this sounds like a pretty cool premise, but there are also a lot of other things that make it seem like this anime could be really something. First, the animation is done by Wit Studio, who animated the beautiful Attack on Titan. Just from the short preview that was shown, the style and animation of the show looks simply stunning, and even the action looks so over the top. There is also great love for the manga, which is very promising because that can mean that, in terms of its writing, it is very good. But the staff also includes a first-time director that has had some past experience in shows like Guilty Crown and Attack on Titan, as well as having the script and series composition handled by the same person who worked on Attack on Titan, and finally, having the music done by the amazing Hiroyuki Sawano, who has made some of my favorite anime soundtracks, including Guilty Crown, Kill la Kill, and Attack on Titan. As you can see, a lot of the team seems to be from Attack on Titan, and that makes me really happy, since that is a team filled with talent and passion. So hopefully they do an amazing job in Seraph of the End as well. Finally, my number one most anticipated spring anime of 2015 is Digimon Adventure Tri. Digimon Adventure Tri marks the 15th anniversary of Digimon and follows the original Digidestined once again when they are in high school. Now, this is the first time I am mentioning this, but I simply love Digimon. I watched all of the seasons as a kid, and even over 10 years later, I still love Digimon. So when I heard of Digimon Adventure Tri, I was seriously hyped. Even though we haven't gotten much information except for a short plot synopsis and some looks at the designs, I still can't wait to visit the world of Digimon once again and follow the original Digidestined on one more adventure. It even seems like it will have a more mature tone compared to the original show, and that also gets me pretty excited, as Digimon Adventure Tri has the potential to give us a really great story with these amazing characters. But no matter what, I will be watching this, and expect a review on this when it's finished. I can ramble on and on about this, but I will just leave it at that. So that ends my top 5 most anticipated spring anime of 2015. As you can see, this was a little less scripted than usual, and that's because I wanted to get this video out to you right before the spring season, so I hope you appreciated this list. And coming from the winter season, the spring seems to have a lot more potential for some really great shows. So what animes are you excited about this season? Give your list down in the comments below because I would love to look at it. Hopefully, we won't be disappointed, but we'll see in the weeks to come. So that's it, and take care.